Crunchers! I'm your DJ Jihi, and this is Culture Crunch. Now, today is April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, right? Well, something truly unbelievable has just happened. Now, the legend of pop, Lisa Loeb, is in our studio. Oh my gosh! Can you believe it? Wait, what? You think I'm lying? Lisa Loeb in Korea and here on Culture Crunch? Sounds surreal to be true, right? Well then, is this the ultimate prank or am I telling the truth? You'll have to find out after our first song. Here is 봄인지 여름인지 Wonder by Lucy.
오늘따라 이 봄바람 따라가고 싶은데 이미 너는 그 여름을 닮아 녹아내리고 있어
꽃피던 이른 봄처럼 뜨겁던 여름밤처럼 나에게는 모든 날들이 널 위해 달라지고 있어
아까 모든 게 너 때문에 먹는 것도 입는 것도 지금 너의 계절은 봄인지 여름인지 봄인지 여름인지 한여름을 좋아하던 너가 이상했는데 너와 있는 이 여름이 내게 시원한 바람이야
꽃피던 이른 봄처럼 뜨겁던 여름밤처럼 나에게는 모든 날들이 널 위해 하나둘씩 달라져
아까 모든 게 너 때문에 먹는 것도 입는 것도 지금 너의 계절은 봄인지 여름인지 봄인지 여름인지 너만을 위해 있는 계절 그 안에 내가 있다면 바래볼게 기대할게 그래서 난 좋아 모든 게 너 때문에 너를 이제 알 것 같아 지금 너의 계절이 봄인지 여름인지 봄인지 여름인지
The background music to my life, the playlist of my life. Feast your ears with live performances and stories of musicians who just can't imagine a life without music. This is Tune In Time. Now today we're joined by a Grammy-winning singer-songwriter and icon of 90s pop, the voice behind the timeless hit Stay, Lisa Loeb. And if you want to see us live, just search ARIRANG Radio on YouTube to join our live stream. And hello, Lisa. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's so great to have you here. What an honor.
This is my first time in Korea, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited to be here.
We're really
Wow.
excited too. And we have our Crunchers listeners tuning in live as well. Benny saying, wow, welcome Lisa Loeb. So that is Lisa Loeb. So can you please say hello to our Crunchers and introduce yourself for a bit?
Hello,
Right here.
Crunchers. Hello, Crunchers. I'm Lisa Loeb, and like I said, this is my first time here, and what a great place to be.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here.
Thank you.
Seriously, we're so happy to see you here in Korea and also on Culture Crunch. So how have you been lately?
Great. You mean like here in Korea over the last
Just-
few days? In
Oh,
general, I've
that
been
too,
great.
in
I've
general.
got 2 kids, 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. I've been making a lot of music, hosting a daily radio show
Right.
as well in the United States, and working on new music as well.
That's great. And you mentioned your son, and you're here with him, right?
I am here with him. He's in the
Yes.
studio.
He is in the studio being your photographer for today.
Yeah, that's part of his job today.
So apparently, this is your first time visiting Korea, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, when did you arrive?
I arrived on Sunday night, which is 3 days ago, and I was a little tired because we had to wake up very early to get the flight here.
Right.
So I took a long nap.
Yeah.
But we were able to look a little bit around Gangnam where we were staying.
That's good.
And we did a lot of touristy things,
Uh-huh.
but it's also, I know, as somebody who's lived in New York City and Los
Right.
Angeles, sometimes the touristy things are also the good things to do.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
We went to the palace and we had a tour guide and we bought shirts and
That's
things,
nice.
which you have
Okay,
to do.
touristy stuff.
I know, but it was a cute shirt with Snoopy, so I had to buy it.
Oh, okay.
And then we went to Myeongdong
Oh, okay.
last night
Yeah.
to eat some food, and we heard we had to be there, even though it was very crowded, but it was good. It was very crowded.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you did all this stuff in just a couple of
Yeah.
days. But I'm wondering, like, we haven't been to Korea before, but
No.
what brought you here this time around, though?
I've traveled across the world, and I have a lot of friends from Korea. I actually, it's not Korea, but I've recorded. There's a music studio I work in Los Angeles. I worked in for years. That was in Koreatown. I ate a lot of Korean food while recording my last 4 albums or so, and I've heard so much about it for so many years. It's got such a rich tradition and history. I wanted to come here and see it.
Okay, so it was just a casual sort of travel
Yes.
visit because you were influenced by a lot of the Korean friends you have back in the States, basically, right?
Exactly. Yes. And I played a concert recently, and there was a Korean comedian that I met, and he's like, "Oh, you have to visit," and I was like, I do have to visit." So we came. Also, cherry blossom season, which I love, and we got to go to Korea Forest, or no, Seoul Forest.
Ah, yes.
And it was
in
really,
Seongsu.
yeah, it was really great, and we shopped around, of course, as well.
Oh, I'm happy that you got to tour around some of the hippest places here in Korea, Seongsu,
Yes.
the shopping district as well, and the Seoulsu you mentioned. And you're here in the best sort of season of Korea,
Yes.
cherry blossom season, like you said. I'm sure you've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot, and I've taken a lot of photos. I'm kind of obsessed. It looks like popcorn on a tree. And I need to get recommendations for next time I come back, because we did stop into a lot of different restaurants and see a lot of things, but there is so much to see. It's an entire country.
Yes,
And we
yes.
were just here in the city for a few days.
Yeah, so I recommend if you do come again next time, instead of just staying in Seoul, you should try out some other places
Yes.
too, other great cities.
I would love
in
to
the
do that.
country, right? Well, I'm glad that you were spending some fruitful and touristy time here during your stay. But
Gotta do it.
when we talk about Lisa Loeb, when we talk about you, we can't talk about you without mentioning, of course, "Stay, I Missed You," which is the
Yeah.
iconic soundtrack of Reality Bites. And that movie was loved by Korean fans as well as a coming of age film. So why don't we take a look at that music video once
Oh,
again?
yeah.
You say I only hear what I want to.
Wow, I can't believe that person in the music video is sitting in front of me right now.
I know. Am I still the same person? It's been
You
over
look the
30
same.
years.
I
Can you
know.
believe it?
That
And I
is
have so many memories.
unbelievable.
I have such a nostalgic connection with that song. When I hear it, I remember being there shooting the video. I
Yeah.
remember recording the song and writing the song in New York City. And I also, when I perform it live, I still feel very connected to it. I still have a lot of emotions connected to what I'm singing about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can only imagine. But yeah, I mean, it's such a huge hit. And do you often like watch your music video over, once in a while like this?
I do every once in a while. You
Yeah.
know, I've recently, over the last couple years, we have recreated the video for some TV commercials in the United States and for some television shows. So I've actually almost been in that same space wearing the same dress they recreated. And because of that, I ended up watching the video. And, I don't watch it all the time, no. But when I sing it when I sing the song with other people or teach them the harmonies, sometimes I see the video or I hear the song again. Like I worked with Amy Mann and she sang the song with me and I had to teach her all the harmonies. So yeah, I every once in a while I look back at it. It's very, it's good memories,
Good memories.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you just copied and pasted yourself from here to here.
Well, not exactly,
Seriously.
but sort of, yes.
Seriously. All right. And it reached over 40.5 million views, which is amazing. And you told us how you feel about watching it again, right? Nostalgic and all these good memories coming back. But I'm curious, how did this song come to life? Like,
Well,
can you tell me about
originally it was a song that I wrote. Do you know the band Hall & Oates? Daryl Hall and John Oates. So Daryl Hall was making a solo record, and I loved their old songs like "She's a Rich Girl" and like "Sarah Smile." So I was trying to write a song for Daryl Hall, like a little bluesy kind of song, and that opportunity went away. But I continued to write the music in this kind of bluesy way. I wrote the lyrics much more personally than I normally write songs. I used to like to write songs that were more mysterious, like I love the band The Cure or Led Zeppelin or David Bowie, and I wanted to write more mysterious songs like that. But with this song, I wrote something very personal about an argument I had with the boyfriend who I was also working with at the time, who produced the record with me. But so I wrote the song, and it became one of the many songs I played when I would play in New York City back in the early '90s. And one of my friends, Ethan Hawke, who was also a neighbor,
Yep.
I met him through a friend who was an actor that I knew from college. They were in a movie together, and so there was a big group of us who would run around all night. They would come to my concerts. I would write music for their theater shows, and we all supported each other. And Ethan Hawke asked me for a copy of that song, and so I gave him a cassette tape. We had recorded the song with my band, and he passed it along to Ben Stiller, who was directing the movie.
Right.
And the song got into the movie. They put it on the soundtrack.
Oh
And
my
it all came
goodness.
together. It was incredible.
It was incredible. And this song was the first single to be #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this was when you weren't signed to a
No.
label. That's amazing. Like, do you remember where you were when you heard this news?
Oh yeah, I think I was in New York City. We had a great, even though it was an independent song, and I wasn't signed to a label. The record was on a label. The soundtrack was on RCA Records, and I think Skip Bishop, our radio rep, called us and said, "Lisa, the song is going to #1." And I think I was in New York City, or maybe in Houston, because Houston, Texas, was the first radio station that played the song, and we were down there celebrating.
Do you remember what you said? Like, what the first thing
What
you
did I
said
say?
was?
It's like, wow. No, I don't know. I don't know what I said. I think I was just so surprised. I think I was in a white limousine, like I
Yeah.
always am in a white limousine driving around. No, I think I was in a limousine, and it sounded so professional, And it was weird because at the time I was a very independent artist, kind of an alternative singer-songwriter, but I was on the radio with very big pop stars like Mariah Carey, and it was funny to hear my voice next to all these other people.
Yeah, I mean, it must have felt very encouraging and overwhelming at the same time in a way, no?
It was just I felt like it was something I had been working towards my entire life, because I was writing songs since I was a little girl
Right.
and performing for years and years and years. And so for me, I was doing it forever. But it probably seemed like it came out of the blue because it was such a big hit on the radio all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how it went viral when viral wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah,
know?
you're
viral
right.
is a thing these days, online, social media. But
Yeah.
back then, it's hard to get viral, and
I
it
know.
did. They did.
It did.
It's
It really
amazing.
did. And it was exciting. And I still appreciate it. I play it at all my concerts, unless I forget. But I usually remember.
Well, at this point, then, I think our crunchers are really curious to hear your live performance. And what have you prepared for us for the first song?
Well, I think I should play my song Stay. I missed you.
Yay! Okay, so she's going to play Stay for us. While she prepares, though, we will listen to our program listening guide. So do stay tuned and enjoy the live performance together with me, all right? Stay tuned. Want to add a little culture to your day? Then come hang out with us on Culture Crunch every day at 11 a.m. Korea Standard Time on Arirang Radio. You can listen through the Arirang Radio app. Just download it from your app store or watch us live on Arirang TV. If you're in Jeju, tune your radio to 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 in Seogwipo, or 101.9 in Daejeon. In Busan, we're on BEFM 90.5, and in Gijang, Noksan, and Cheongwan, tune to 103.3. You can also join us live on YouTube. Just search Arirang Radio K-pop. Miss today's show? No worries. Catch the rerun every day at 2 a.m. KST. And here's something special. We've got weekend-only episodes every Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. KST exclusively on Arirang Radio. Got a message or a song request? Send it anytime through the Culture Crunch Send Messages board on arirangradio.com or email us at culturecruncharirang@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Let's keep crunching! We're back! It's time for tune-in time. And Crunchers, it wasn't a prank. We really do have Lisa Loeb with us here in our Culture Crunch studio. And she is getting ready for her live performance. She will be singing for us the iconic soundtrack, Stay, I Missed You, from Reality Bites. And like we've been talking about, this made #1 on the Billboard 100 Hot 100 without her having a label yet. And she's singing that for us. I can't believe it. Are you ready, Lisa?
Yes.
All right, so let's listen to it together. Take it away.
You say I only hear what I want to. And you say I talk so all the time, so. And I thought what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, yeah, I missed you. And you say I only hear what I want to. I don't listen hard, don't pay attention to the distance that you're running to anyone, anywhere. I don't understand if you really care. I'm only hearing negative, no, no, no bad. So I turn the radio on, I turn the radio up, and this woman was singing my song. Lovers in love and the others run away. Lover is crying 'cause the other won't stay. Some of us haven't really weep for the other who was dying since the day they were born. Well, this is not that I think that I'm throwing, but I'm thrown. And I thought I'd live forever, but now I'm not so sure. You try to tell me that I'm clever, but that won't take me anyhow or anywhere with you. And you said that I was naive, and I thought that I was strong. Oh, I thought, hey, I could leave, oh. Now I know that I was wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, that you caught me cause you want me, and one day you let me go. You try to give away, keep her, or keep me cause you know you're just so scared to lose. And you say, stay. And you say, I only hear what I want to.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, this is the best April Fool's Day ever, Lisa. I feel like I'm lying to myself, like watching you sing live for us.
That's so
here.
sweet. I really appreciate it.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh. You know, we have friends up here in the broadcasting station who love your song and wanted to see your live performance as well, who will probably be down here listening somewhere around the studio. But thank you so much for that.
you.
It once again was like a copy and paste from the music video, really.
I have a lot of practice.
No,
Yes.
no. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Like, wow. Thank you so much for that. We have a lot of crunchers tuning in as well. I hope you enjoy that too. It feels like we've been brought back to the 90s, you know? It makes me feel really nostalgic as well. And I can feel that pure, that young energy once again. And thank you so much for sharing that early in this morning.
Yeah, it is a little early, but thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Well, I want to talk a little bit about your albums now. So, I mean, after this Stay, I Missed You, you showcased an acoustic sound style in your first full-length album, Tales, that is. Right.
I mean, it was really a variety.
Yeah, it was a
because
variety.
For me, I listened to so much rock and roll, and that was sort of where I came from. I didn't want to be seen as a folk singer, although now I do tell a lot of stories and play acoustic guitar, and I'm kind of a folk singer. But back then, it was really important for me to have an orchestra on the record, to have electric guitars, like, because I had a rock band.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
it was Lisa Loeb and 9 Stories. That was my band. And
Exactly.
we had a lot of different kind of music. Yeah.
Yeah, that album. And later you released the Cake and Pie from Hello Lisa as well,
Yes,
with the theme of
yes.
Hello Kitty. So
Yes.
Hello Lisa, Hello Kitty sort of theme, right?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
changed record companies. You know, I was with Geffen Records, a really big major label. And along the way, with major labels, when they're working well for you, it's amazing. And when they're not working well for you, it's very frustrating.
Right.
And there was another label that was started by 2 big record company people who were very experienced. And they asked if they could take my Cake and Pie record and re-release it. But they wanted a new album cover, and they wanted a new title, and they also wanted a couple of new songs. So although we had spent a lot of time designing the original album cover, you can't see there, but where I'm holding the Hello Kitty mirror, it used to be a piece of cake on a fork. But I thought, how could I change it? We spent so much time. I work very closely with when we design the record covers, and I thought, what if it's Hello Lisa and it's Hello Kitty? I love Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
With my glasses just on the cover. And so I already knew people from Sanrio, and I reached out to them, and they were excited about the idea. But they said I had to be on the cover also, so people knew the difference between Hello Kitty and me. But I was the first one who put glasses on Hello Kitty. So, you know, I get to pat myself on the back for that.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It feels like you're the real life version of Hello Kitty because of this album now.
Yes, I
with
am.
the
And I did a
glasses.
music video with Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I went to the MTV Music Awards in Japan with Hello Kitty as my date. But I have a long relationship with Hello Kitty. I started collecting cute things since the 1970s. So.
I'm a
Long time
fan
ago.
of Sanrio too, and I
Yeah.
can so relate to how you love cute things. And of
Yeah.
course, your latest album, A Simple Trick to
Yes.
Happiness, which shares positive as well as like very hopeful messages to people who are living in this complex world, right?
Yes, it came out right before COVID. It still feels very recent to me. But after writing so many songs about love and heartbreak when I first started out, you know, when I was a teenager, as an older grown-up, these were messages that were important to me, to talk about things in life, how the small things can bring you a lot of joy, but also don't let the small things get in your way. Try to look at your life the way it is, make changes if you need to, or appreciate what's there.
No, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I love how you deliver these messages through different musical styles as well. Like you
Yes.
said, you've been trying out different things musically, experimenting. And is there a particular change or challenge that really stays out the most in your memory?
Well, you know what has really inspired me actually is I also make children's music and music
Right.
for families. So when I started writing that music about 25 years ago, or 20 years ago, I like to collaborate, and collaborating has become very important to me to be able to make a message that's more clear, and that comes back into my grown-up music. Also, yes, telling stories, figuring out how to sing about something that's positive or something that's more personal. I've really learned a lot from making my children's music, actually.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we were actually going to talk a little bit about your children's music later
Oh,
as
sorry.
well. No, it's fine. But I'm glad that you brought it up because it's a great segue. But is there any new sort of musical styles that you want to try out later, like in the future?
Wow. I still want to try out. I don't know if you know the bands like Blood, Sweat, and Tears or
Oh,
Chicago.
yes.
These like big boisterous
Yeah.
music with lots of horns. Maybe one day something like that. Also, there's a
Okay.
Mexican style of music called banda, which is again horns, drums, bass, and I just really like it. It's unusual. And then also I still want to continue to become more quiet. And because I perform so much live with just an acoustic guitar, I would love to make a record that represents that sound, which I kind of did with A Simple Trick to Happiness, but I want to continue to find that intimate sound, you know?
Okay. No, I love how you stay inquisitive, and I love the new ideas that you still hold. And I really look forward to you making this sort of music moving forward. It's going to be so new and so you too, you know?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
And we have a question from Clarity, one of your fans, saying, "We loved your tap dancing in the A Doodling Song music video. Did you learn tap dancing for this music video?"
No,
Yeah?
I took tap dancing for a year when I was about 14 years old.
Oh.
I was a dancer growing up, and I took some tap dance lessons, and then I stopped. And then I got back to it again right before COVID. I started taking tap dance lessons. And during COVID times, I had a teacher come to the house and do private lessons with me. And I just really love it.
Yeah.
I still need to get better, but it's something I really enjoy.
I mean, we just saw a music video right now, a bit of it, and you're great.
Oh, I'm fine. But this is with the band The Hollow Trees.
Yeah.
They're such a great group, and I made a record full of old timey songs for my parents, for my dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like all the songs we listened to growing up. But I had to put some tap dancing in there. I mean, come on.
Right. I mean, it all has that personal background, and then on top of it, you put the tap dancing. But you
Yeah.
like dancing, and I guess
I
it
do.
just came naturally in a way.
Yes, and I don't do it on stage like some acts. You know, they're like dancing on stage. I just kind of stand there. But I do dance on the side, on my own.
And actually, this song, like you mentioned earlier, is part of the children's album, right? What
Yeah.
inspired you to create it in the beginning?
Well, I've made about, 7 children's music, and it's ranged from songs for little babies to, in the United States, summer camp is really popular, and I loved going to summer camp, and there's certain songs that you sing there. I made a whole summer camp record. I've made records of lullabies and records of the classic children's songs and lullaby versions of grown-up songs. So the most recent one was really inspired by what my parents listened to, and my grandparents. So
Okay,
It was. I wanted to live inside of that old music.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Because of what you grew up with. And apparently, one of the songs in this album was written by your grandmother, right? Can you
Actually,
tell
my
us about it?
aunt, my
Ah, okay.
aunt, my aunt Fan wrote a song called "I'd Like to Shake Hands with the Man in the Moon." And it had never been recorded. And my cousin Danny, who has since passed away, he said, "I found the sheet music. You have to record this song." And so we made a version of it. I'm so excited
okay.
about that. Thanks
Oh
for
my
asking
gosh.
about that.
No. It's like so personal, but you bring it out through music. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what makes it really special as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also in 2016, your Feel What You Feel, right?
Yes.
It won an award too.
It won a
for children's-
Grammy.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It was, again, talking about collaborations,
Yeah.
I got to collaborate with actually a couple of different actors, 2 of them from a TV show called The Office, Craig Robinson and Ed Helms. And I had a lot of different people performing on the record. And it was inspired by one of my favorite albums from the 1970s called My Brain is Stopping Right Now. Free to Be You and Me.
Right,
it was
right.
a childhood record that I liked. But again, a song about values and how to treat other people and also how to treat yourself.
Oh, I can feel that warmth and like that depth in how you know, approach music and all these things, thoughts that you have usually as well before, I mean, while you write music and,
Yeah.
you know, do music.
I think also it's really important when I make children's music, and I'm part of a larger group of people in the United States who make children's music, but making sure that it sounds like regular grown-up records. Like even some of the musicians I had on the record, they played on songs by Carole King and James Taylor. They're real musicians. It sounds like it's real music.
Right.
So that's important.
That is important. And you know what, Lisa? We've prepared something a little different and fun today here on Culture Crunch. So we're actually going to play a game together. It's a Korean game called the balance game.
Okay.
And it has really simple rules, okay? So basically, you have to choose what you prefer between two options.
Okay.
So for example, oranges versus apples. 1, 2, 3.
Oranges.
Just like that. Simple, right?
Although I actually eat an apple every day, but oranges
Okay.
sounds better right now. Okay.
Okay, so that's the rule of the game.
Okay,
Nice
okay.
and easy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so we'll go with the first question then. The first question is about superpower, all right?
Oh.
So, if you could have a superpower, what would you choose? Teleportation versus mind reading?
Teleportation.
1, 2, 3. Okay, teleportation.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to know what somebody else is thinking. That's too much
Okay.
pressure. Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. And why teleportation then?
Because there's so many places I would like to be able to go. That's like when you can just be someplace immediately. I wouldn't have to be on a flight for 14 hours to get here. I
True.
could just boom, be here
Right.
at the
Yeah.
restaurant. We could just meet up.
I would totally want to have teleportation powers
be
too.
cool and just like
It'd be
be on
so
the beach
cool.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, you can come to Korea more often too.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, ready for the second question?
Yeah.
All right. The second question is live in one city for the rest of your life versus move to a new city every year. 1, 2, 3.
Live in the same city.
Oh, okay. What city would you like to live in if you
Wow.
were to choose?
Oh my gosh, that's hard to choose. I mean, Los Angeles is where I live now, so I would say that. But I also love New York. There's so many cities I love to live in, which is why I'd live in one city, have my friends, have my community, but also travel with my teleportation.
Yeah, you should have the
put
teleportation,
those
live in one
together.
city. That's amazing. And the next question, ready?
Yeah.
All right, so busking performance versus performing in a large concert hall. 1, 2, 3.
Large concert hall.
Okay. Do you have a most memorable performance?
Well, I remember busking actually in Boston when I was there for summer school, and to get people's attention and when they're like trying to rush by, it can be very exciting when you get their attention, but it can also be frustrating when you're out there trying to make some noise.
Right.
One of my favorite memories is playing at a radio show, which meant there were a number of different bands playing on the concert bill, but it was in Madison Square Garden in New York when Stay was very
Right.
popular, and I was standing right in the middle on a stage with a guitar, and everybody was singing with me with their well, at that time it was probably actually lighters.
Right.
Singing the
Oh
song.
my
It was
gosh.
very intimate, but very huge at the same time.
I'm envisioning it, like imagining it.
It was
Oh my
amazing.
gosh, it was amazing. That was one of your memorable performances. And last but not least, meet yourself from 1 year ago, versus meet yourself 1 year in the future. 1, 2, 3.
Meet myself 1 year in the future.
Okay, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, I'm more curious about what my future self is going to tell
Okay.
me.
Okay, that
because
is
then I
true.
can make some changes before I get there.
What do you think your future self will tell you right now?
Keep being creative and keep traveling and enjoy your life.
Oh, okay.
Something good, I hope.
That is something good. That was our balance game. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was
Yeah.
very philosophical.
Yeah.
Yes, much deeper than I thought I was going to be this early in the morning.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a light sort of fun game.
It was, but it's very deep. Yeah.
But we got to see like what you think about usually, and I guess got to know you a little deeper.
Yeah,
you know, a
lots
little
of things in a short period of time. Lots of thinking.
Yes. All right. Well, it's already time to listen to your second live
Okay.
performance. Now, what have have you prepared for us?
Well, I wanted to play another song that was very successful in the 90s. It was a big hit in around the world, and it's called I Do.
It's I Do, and
Yeah.
it's the lead single of your second album, right?
It was from my album Firecracker, and it was actually written after I had written the entire record, and the record company said, we don't hear any singles. And I was so mad, and I had to write an extra song for the record company. So it's even though it sounds like a breakup song or a love song or a frustrated song, it's kind of about the record company.
Okay, interesting. All right, so while Lisa prepares for I Do, let's take another short break. We'll be back after our program participation guide. Stay tuned. Got questions for our guests? Send them in right now. Tune in time is where your questions get answered. From real stories to full-on fan moments, we want to hear what you want to ask. Drop your message on the Culture Crunch board on the Arirang website, email culturecruncharirang@gmail.com, or DM us on Instagram at culturecrunch_arirang. We'll pass your questions straight to our guests. This is your shot. Don't miss it. And with that, let's keep crunching. And we're back, ready to listen to the second live performance of the pop legend Lisa Loeb. She has prepared for us her second song, I Do. And actually, on the surface, it sounds like a song about relationships. But it's actually about the record company, is what Lisa said. Very interesting. Now, are you all ready to listen to it with me? Well, I am very curious to listen to one of her other successful songs. And it is, like she said, the lead single of her album, Firecracker. Are you ready, Lisa? All right. It seems like she is ready. Let's enjoy it together. Take it away.
When I'm done with thinking, then I'm done with you. And when I'm done with crying, then I'm done with you. And when I feel so tired, then I'm done with you. You know, everybody feels this way sometimes. Everybody feels this way, and I do. You can't hear it, but I do. You can't hear it, but I do. You're trying to convince me that what I've done's not right. And I get so frustrated, I stay up every night. And you ask me for an answer, and I'm so tired, and I'm up in the air. Yeah, I'm up in the air. You know, everybody feels this way sometimes. Everybody feels this way, and I do. You can't hear it, but I do. No, you can't hear it, but I'm feeling this way. Just because you say that I will be ignored and I will be denied, and I could be erased, I could be brushed aside, and I will get scared and I will get shoved down. But I feel like I do because you push me around. I'm starting to ignore you. I've doubted you so long. I'm tired of overthinking, and I know you don't belong. And now I'm asking questions, 'cause no one pushes me around. You know, everybody feels this way sometimes. Yeah, everybody feels this way, and I do. You can't hear it, but I do. You don't seem angry, but I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing, Lisa. Thank you so much. So that was live of I Do by Lisa Loeb. Now it has a very different vibe to Stay, I Missed You. And I like, you know what, after listening to your story about how it seems like a story about breakup relationships, but it's actually a story of the record company. And I like how it's like a little more fast in terms of beat and it's more
Yes.
poppy, you know?
So did the record company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think what they wanted is something
Yeah.
upbeat, something catchy, and so I was trying to write a song.
I
It was a hit
see.
song. I don't think I'm the first person who's ever done that. It's funny. Recently, I was listening to "I'm Not Gonna Write You a Love Song" by Sarah Bareilles, and I thought that sounds like it's about the record company, and it is. It's about telling the record company, "I don't want to write you this particular kind of song," but it gives you, it was a good. Although I was very frustrated, it gave me a lot of connection to my personal emotions, which I think, just like my song Stay, I think that's what people connect to is the personal emotions. So whether it's about the record company or maybe I am writing about a relationship too, I think that's the upbeat feeling and the personal feeling. I think that might be the key. to
No,
writing
I
a hit song.
totally agree. And I love how you stay true to your emotions like that and are honest about it. In fact, our crunchers have been tuning in live, listening to your live performance as well. And they're adding comments to our live chat room right now. Benny is saying, wow, that is so amazing, Lisa.
you.
And Forestville Oppa is saying, take me back to college. Sweet. And Griffin Smith is saying, oh, I've always liked her music.
Thank
Aw.
you.
Oh, wow. And Updose is saying there's a certain nostalgia in the strings. It feels like a memory I never had.
I think it is a
Ooh.
memory you have had.
Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, that emotional memory too.
I know,
Yeah,
right? It really, the same thing happens to me. Music can be like a time machine.
Exactly.
It just takes you right back.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know when, you might not know when it is, but it does take you to that moment if you listen to it.
Yeah.
And Calidat Automatica is saying, wow, this is great.
Thank you. Do you know what I like to do with nostalgic songs? I eat food from that period of time, and like maybe I'm from the 1970s, so maybe I'll have like a Coca-Cola, a piece of pizza, and I'll listen to a disco song, and I'll feel like I'm in the 70s.
Yeah, you're really immersing
Maybe wear
yourself.
some corduroy pants. Oh my gosh.
To all those senses of
Time
the past.
travel,
Yeah,
yes.
time travel through
You could
music.
do that to the 90s. You could wear a mock turtleneck. I don't know what hair product you wear.
Yeah.
Eat something from the 90s. Yeah.
You know what? I guess it's sort of a good segue because you're talking about like what you wear,
Yeah.
whatnot. But to continue our conversation, I really like your iconic cat eyeglasses as well.
Thank you.
But I want to actually bring up a question from one of our other listeners. This is from Ruby5358. So she's saying, I've been a fan since I was in high school. So I'm so happy to see you on a Korean show, is what she's saying. And she's asking, have you been enjoying Korean food?
Oh my gosh, have I? Yes, I've been to a bunch of Korean restaurants, and I don't eat meat, so I am missing out on some food. But I've had rice and special egg dishes and special eggs and rice, eggs and cheese, eggs and I've just eaten a lot of like kimchi and some very spicy food and some like soups with noodles. I had street food also last night.
Oh, okay.
Some dumplings and some candy that's like wispy sugar with like stuffing. It's very sticky and delicious. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've eaten a lot.
All right. And you've enjoyed all of it.
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed all of it.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. And you like kimchi too?
Yes, it's
Yeah?
really delicious and spicy and has a real depth of flavor, and it adds a lot to everything I eat.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It adds that kick to everything you eat, right?
Yeah, and it's a little tangy, and it just adds a lot of depth.
That's good. All right. I mean, we have so many questions, other questions from our other listeners that I want to share. This is from Caddy_LO. What's a motto or message that helps you get through difficult times?
You know, it's an image of a glass that's half full. You know that image? It's just a glass of water and it's half full, and you can decide if it's half full or half empty. Half full meaning you're looking at it from a more positive side.
Right.
Half empty is you look at things from a negative side. So I try to look at that glass, and I remember my life is half full. It's at least half full. I always try to find that positive side.
Okay, so you always try to maintain that positivity.
Or appreciation of what I have around me. Yeah.
Right, right. Appreciation of what you already have. That's
Yeah.
great. And another question from Sunny_YSC. We love seeing all the different things you do on Instagram. Where do you get all that energy? Do you have a workout routine as well?
Oh, I do have a workout routine, and I
Yeah.
also have an assistant who helps me with Instagram. So
Ooh, okay.
I have a small team. I also post myself, but I work out. I do strength training twice a week. I walk a lot.
Wow.
I do a little dancing, like tap dancing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, so that's how you stay energetic
Yeah.
and young
And also sleeping.
and sleeping well.
It's my top priority. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on to the next question then. So listening to your music and stories today, you really feel like an artist whose work stays with people, like in people's hearts for a long time, really, in very good ways, positive, hopeful ways. How would you like to be remembered as an artist?
That's a good way. Yeah, I mean, authentic or connecting with people. And also, I mean, it's not in my music as art, but I like to be able to tell my stories or my feelings. But because I'm a musician, I get to hear other people's stories. And so also somebody who could listen, not just somebody who is saying something.
Okay, a good listener as
Yeah.
well.
Hopefully.
No, I mean, like your stories could sort of be like a listening, listener to
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
People may feel heard and listened to. Listen to your
Connecting,
songs. Yeah,
connecting.
connecting.
It's a connection,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. And could you also share your upcoming plans with our listeners?
Well, I am working on a new record. I've been working on a bunch of new songs for grown-ups. So
Yay.
hopefully that will be coming out soon. And in the meantime, in the United States, I have a daily radio show on a radio program called Sirius XM on the 90s channel.
Yeah.
I interview a lot of bands myself. All the time I interview different bands, writers, artists,
Yeah.
actors. So I continue to do that, and I go on tour a lot. So, and I have to raise my children. One of whom sitting over there. I get to raise my children. I get to raise them, not have to. I get to.
Busy, busy, busy.
Yes, yes.
Doing music, radio, and raising kids as well. All right. And finally, could you say a few words to our Korean fans who've been waiting for this
Yes.
moment?
I wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to my music, the old music that's so nostalgic, and the new music. And I look forward to coming back soon and playing concerts.
You
Thank
said you're
you.
working on an album, so I
Yes.
really do hope that once you do
Yeah.
release that, come back again.
I'm going to come back. I'm
Yes,
gonna come back.
please.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it was a full 50-minute with you. How was your experience being on Culture Crunch?
It was so
Rachel?
great. I was a little worried about waking up so early in the morning, but I've really enjoyed myself. You've been such a great interviewer, and it's so fun to connect with the fans also.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And apparently you said earlier that you're leaving tonight, right?
Tonight, yes, I'm going back.
Okay.
I have to get back tonight,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no.
I
What
know.
last thing would you be doing here in Korea then?
Probably looking for more food. That's what I'm always doing. And also the pastries. Oh my gosh. Pastries are incredible.
Okay, pastries. In Korean,
Stuffing my
we
face.
say 빵순이 if you're a pastry
Say it
lover.
again?
빵순이.
Bangsuni.
So you're a 빵순이 because you like
Oh,
pastry.
yeah, I'm a bangsuni. Clearly, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a few hours left here in Korea. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank
Try
you.
a lot more, not a lot more, but I guess at least one more
At least
delicious
a few,
food.
yeah.
At least one more. All right, well, it's already time to wrap up, unfortunately, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
with us
you.
today. It was such an honor.
Thank you for the great conversation.
Thank you. All right, we'll have to wrap up right there, Crunchers. Now, I don't want to let her go, but Crunchers, do continue to show her lots of love and support for all her endeavors moving forward as well, and her music that will be released soon as well. We'll say goodbye with our last song. In fact, this is one of my favorites of Lisa Loeb. It's Goodbye to Romance. Shall we say goodbye together, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, bye-bye. Keep crunching.
Crunching.